to MP Paranormal's live chat this evening. If you want to just ask us anything tonight, it's me, calls behind camera, he's coming up over in a minute. And ads, ask us anything tonight, anything you want. Bit of a chance for you to get to know us as people and talk about all things paranormal, which should be good fun. We'll have a chat. That camera going to fall off an edge of it?
No.
Right on edge too, isn't it? So yeah, while we have a brew and a chat, should be quite cool.
Obviously tonight we're going to be
There's a
talking
delay.
about.
Yeah.
Obviously we're going to be talking about all things paranormal and spiritual as well, because Vanessa's coming online, so you can ask her questions as well. We can talk to you via this device here, so that'd be kind of cool. Also, we'd like to touch on Pontefract Poltergeist House, if you like, any locations we've been, which you've enjoyed, or evidence that you'd like to talk about as well. Obviously, this is quite calm down and formal, you know, just having a cup of tea.
Hey Vanessa?
Hi, man. Just wait for live streamers to come on.
Everybody in England, have you had a good fireworks night and Halloween? Our live stream on Halloween
To buy a poppy tomorrow.
didn't work. Yes, buy a poppy. I've got my band, poppy band. Carl's got a poppy. Yeah, live stream on Halloween. Don't know what happened with that. It just didn't work.
I think it was servers.
It must have been because we had Wi-Fi, and it would obviously Wi-Fi is one of the best things you can get other than 4G, and it just won't work. So we apologise for that. And if you go back onto live stream, it still won't load up. I've had a look. I don't know what's happened there. None of the videos load up.
It's crazy.
So it must have been live stream.
Yeah, there must have had problems.
But I think there has been an internet failage in some places, hasn't there, last week or so.
Catherine's on.
Right, Catherine?
Hello.
Payday.
Hey up here, there.
Hey, there. Obviously, I'm just going to personally say hi to everyone who's filtering online at the moment. So we can have a little discussion as well if you're up for that. On certain things.
There's going to be a bit of debate, I think, tonight.
Yeah.
As regards a certain programme, what was on, very popular programme, Most Haunted. They had a situation where there was some fakeness involved. But, what does it say at the beginning of the programme?
For entertainment purposes only.
So, what do you expect, really?
They're there to entertain. That's what they did. People enjoyed it. They, my personal opinion, probably with everybody else's, they're not paranormal investigators, they're entertainers, which is why they do it. So you can't really blame them, to be honest, because they've just told you that they're going to entertain you by stating that. Well, there's two reasons. First reason, Ofcom states that you have to put that. Second reason, they are just entertainment purposes only, and that's exactly what they did. My opinion on a piece of evidence that they come out and try to debunk on the ropes scenario. They tried saying it was a cable. I think it was rope, because if you look at the video footage, the actual subject in hand did have fibrous strands coming off of it, but it goes back to the initial for entertainment purposes only, doesn't it? That's what they're doing.
And it's not what we do. It's totally different to what we do, in a sense, because we're here and do what we do because we enjoy doing it. It's an hobby, and we're basically down for documenting stuff and showing viewers like yourself what we see and feel is real. That's why we live stream.
Kimber's on.
Hi Kimber.
Okay, Emma.
Vanessa says, how did you feel about the group Most Haunted was compared to? Being compared. How did you feel about being the group Most Haunted was compared to?
Well, that's a good subject, Vanessa. Obviously, Carl can speak more than me on this because I haven't actually been to Poltergeist House. 30 West Drive, is it? East
30
Drive,
East Drive.
sorry, East Drive. So, I think that's a question for Carl. But we got compared to that, obviously, because we did it previous.
Yeah, I think people are comparing it in the sense that, obviously, I've been there twice. I was a guest the first time by UQuest. They kindly invited me to come, and I did an investigation there. Nothing happened. But the second time, I actually stayed overnight and slept there. Slept in little bedroom upstairs. You probably saw it on programme. And nothing happened again. I was trying everything to bring it out. All techniques is what you bring, and nothing happened at all. They kept saying on the programme that the house is evil, and there's something evil there. There's nothing evil there at all. It's mischievous. 100% mischievous. It's strange because there's a lot of people who they didn't interview who's had a lot of experience at 30 East Drive, and I was speaking to one the moment when we walked in, and he was a biker. He was looked a bit rough and ready, but you know he was harmless, and even he says he goes in the house all the time. Whatever is in there, or what it is, that's the thing. And what it is, it's not who it is, or just directly say it's a politics. Well, what is it? What are you? Because nobody knows what it is. It might not be a monk, for all we know. Strong evidence has not been gathered there. The film might have got stuff there, but
not to totally discredit what Most Haunted got, because there's a scenario where, like, we've got Roach Abbey, for instance.
exactly.
We did Roach Abbey, what, 6 times?
Probably more.
We kept going back. It's a lovely place, and we wanted to find something, but we never really did. As you watched previous live streams, we didn't really find much, if anything. And then one particular night, we probably the most haunted, active place we've ever even been to.
Yeah.
We had stones thrown at us. We had noises. There's apparitions that are on YouTube, what you can see, run across bottom of screen. Numerous stuff.
There were noises like somebody was on like top of a wall and jumping off. The sound of someone landing onto 2 feet. Kept hearing that night. And we've had activity there in a sense of feeling, but it's hard to document that. When you're trying to solidly document what you're feeling, you wouldn't expect anybody to believe you really, because it's not 100% proof, is it? But when you get there, you're feeling like someone's watching you all the time.
We had that every time we went, didn't we?
Yeah.
We knew we're active in a way because we knew water's a big one. The water runs underneath it because that'd be draw water and stuff like that. And it was a case of every time we went, it felt like we were being watched from a distance, as though they didn't quite trust us or didn't want to communicate with us. That's what kept us going back.
Funny feelings, isn't it? It's like 1 minute you're alright, and then the next minute you just feel like you're
exactly. As though you beat someone's up against you, watching you every move. But we never got no, so that's why we kept on going back. So that's not to discredit what most haunted got that night, because we didn't get no from Pontefract.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there ain't no there, just might have to go back.
But then it's a case of, going back to the entertainment side to it. It's I'd say it's nigh on impossible to go straight to a location and get evidence that sort of way. You know what I mean? I feel that way anyway. Yeah, I might go to Pontefract Poltergeist House another 2 times and still not get nothing, and then I might go with somebody totally different, and then next minute all hell breaks loose. I think that is the paranormal. You can't out guarantee nothing in the paranormal. Same way, if you do an event, if you're an events company, we get hired by Archangel Events. We did this first one on Halloween. But we stipulate that you cannot guarantee nothing in the paranormal. So if they're saying, "Oh, will I see a ghost tonight?" Well, I don't know. I can't guarantee you that. You know, I can't say I've seen one. I say I felt one and think I've seen something, but is that subconscious? I don't know. But that's what you're on the hunt for all the time.
We've got a question from Victoria M. Favourite place to investigate, and where would you like to go that you haven't been to yet?
Favourite place we've investigated?
My favourite place is probably Derby Jail for me, because it looks the part.
It's got the history.
It's got the history. It's a lot went off there. It is on. So we've got some Class A VPs from there. You've got Vernegate down the road.
Yeah.
And yeah, for me personally, it would probably be Derby Jail. I don't know about Colin ads.
I would say Fountains Abbey,
Oh, that is pretty good. That's number 2 for me.
because that takes your breath away when you get there in the middle of the night and you've got this structure which just beams out in front of you, and it is amazing, honestly. And the stuff we got there on our live stream, what we got, I wish we had it on YouTube, but we didn't have the capability of taking videos off then. Simon Ely, ask him, because he was watching. They all heard monks chanting live on live stream.
Yeah, we didn't hear that.
And was like, what? We can't hear nothing. And we got all sorts there. We even got a sentence on an EVP. And was asking all the time questions, blah, 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 and all that stuff. And then suddenly we got an EVP. And it was in a sense that it was saying it within like a demand, you know, like, not a demand, but like, you know, it just, can you hear me now? Like that. And it was a full sentence, you know, it was brilliant. And I don't think we've had an EVP like that, and that come from Fountains Abbey. So I'd say Fountains Abbey for me.
Right, you?
I was going to say I've only been to Fountains once, but I just like it because it's such a nice place to
Massive,
be.
isn't it? Yeah.
I've been at day as well, and it's even better than.
Catherine's just said she's been the day.
Where
And
would
it
you
has a
like?
feeling of the day as well. If it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
It's an amazing place.
Question from Ada. Most scared
Oh.
you've been?
Hang on, we've got to answer where we want to go.
Where
Where would like to go next?
Yeah. Bobby Mackey's for me, by the way.
Yeah.
I want to go to
If
the
it could
States.
be anywhere. Bobby Mackey's in America, yeah.
I want to live stream in Bobby Mackey's.
In England, I want to do ramming.
Yeah.
Hellfire Caves,
Yeah,
Great Little Tunnels.
yeah. But we can't live stream there.
No.
We'd have to hardwire
Yeah.
stream up.
Hellfire Caves is a good one.
Edinburgh Vaults.
Edinburgh Vaults.
I've got to go to Edinburgh, because Edinburgh's got it all. It's amazing.
Whitby Abbey.
Whitby, Dracula.
Yeah, got to do that, haven't we?
The list
But
is extensive,
It
isn't it?
is. Anyway, it will. Probably Transylvania, Bobby Mackey's.
Transylvania live stream.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Locking Abbey in that
It's a
dungeon bit on her own.
Yeah.
Ah,
she'd love it.
she'd
She'd
love
love
that,
it.
wouldn't she?
Uh,
You alright, Abby?
what's that island in Italy? What? Southern Gold?
Really?
Yeah, that
The
as
old
well. That
island.
one's pretty
Yeah.
Mm.
cool. Eddie says,
Go on then, Ada. Ada's question.
most scared we've been. For
Most
me,
scared I've been.
for me, it was probably Firth Brown Medical Centre when I first went down. Because I think you'd been in previous.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went down, and there's that very back room. I didn't like it in
The
there.
medicine room.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty scared in there. But I've not had no personally, but that's really made me want to run and scream like a girl. No offence.
Probably.
Yet. I'm hoping for that.
I've said this before.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
I said this on
I forget about this sometimes.
for Paranormal Live Radio on Jen's radio show, and it was Scarsdale Hall.
Yeah, our first proper investigation, me and Cole's
It
investigation.
was just me and Dave then when we first started MP Paranormal, and I took a step with my foot, and it felt like somebody electrocuted me all down one side, and I grabbed Dave, and I was just like, and I think I scared Dave as well because I grabbed him that hard. It honestly felt all on one side, right up, and because it was the first time I felt anything like that, I was scared then, to be honest.
That
Definitely.
EVP were caught. That were quite
Straight
sinister.
after that.
we got an EVP down in like dungeon area, weren't it? But you couldn't actually get all the way down, so there were metal gates there. So we were asking questions while we had the recorder in his hand, and we put it through bars, didn't we?
Yeah.
And what did you say?
I'd say, get out my house.
This is my house now.
This is my
You better
house
leave
now,
or something like that. Try to provoke something back in the day, and we got a very sinister laugh, and it shook us up a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
We didn't stay long after that, did we?
No, we
We
didn't.
tried it again, and then we like kind of left. But that's a nice place, Scarsdale. I forgot about that actually. Oh, we're scary.
Scarsdale's good because it overlooks Bolsover Castle as well. That's a place I'd like to do, but I don't think they allow any paranormal teams in there.
No.
In Bolsover Castle. If you search Bolsover Castle and look at it, it's spot on.
Pretty neat place, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about yours?
More creeped out really at Ward's End.
Ward's End.
You know, when you get into the middle.
Yeah.
That's right, creepy in there. And Roach Abbey, when you get that horrible creepy feeling.
Yeah.
I get a bit panicky.
Do you know what Wards? Everything just feels overcrowded with energy.
Like there's loads of
There's loads of
Yeah.
stuff
Well,
there.
physically it is, isn't it? Because them
Yeah.
graves are packed and there's
Yeah.
thousands of people. What are
It
there?
does,
What
it
have
just feels
been?
like you're being
rammed
really
in.
surrounded.
Yeah. Well, you are, aren't you?
Mm.
Really, in real terms.
There's thousands in that little area, aren't there?
It's an awful place, really. What went off there? I got rammed in. Are you going to say hello to Nancy and Uncle?
I told him not to come on. And my mum.
Alright, see if there's any more questions. Hi James, you alright? Catherine says her son talks about Skinwalker Ranch in Utah. I heard of that.
Skinwalker Ranch.
I heard of
Have a
that.
look.
Skinwalker Ranch. I've not heard of that personally.
Skinwalker Ranch in Utah. I live near Bobby Mackey's, going in March.
Who's that?
Victoria M. Jammy get. Waverley Hills for me. Waverley's about 30 minutes from me. Wow.
Has anyone got any questions?
Anyone got any questions for Vanessa?
Vanessa says you're not going to Vlad's Castaway, aren't me? Yes, James. Talking all about paranormal this evening. Some of our investigation we've got over 100 investigations under his belt now, aren't we? Including domestic ones.
Yeah.
So we're quite knowledgeable in the field, I'd say. Go in. James said, "Where are you all from?" We're all from here, where we're streaming from. It's Sheffield, in South Yorkshire, in England. Whereabouts are you from, James? I'm guessing America.
Sheffield, England, mate. Oh, Vanessa's told him.
Yeah, any messages for Vanessa, like Carl says, we'll play them to you on WhatsApp if you send them us.
Where was that when your bag moved off your back?
Demon Church.
Demon Church.
Yeah, Cleethorpes.
It's not, well, we went through Cleethorpes on the way back, didn't we? But it's
Whereabouts?
more beginning of Lincoln area, like this side of Lincoln, I think.
Have you all ever had a paranormal experience?
We've
Yes.
had loads. We could say that, yeah.
Yes, we have. That's
Yeah.
simple.
Where's that from?
That was from James.
James, yeah. We've had hundreds.
Still not convinced with it.
No, we still keep pushing. Still keep pushing.
Apparently there's a book on that place in Utah.
There's a
And
book
it's
on
supposed
it.
to be a very scary place.
Alright. Look into that.
I've
Thanks
got
for
to
that,
say
Kathy.
that one of our main goals is to go to America as a team and do a massive tour and a live stream around it, but obviously that costs a bucket of money. And
But we
don't
have got a GoFundMe.
but we have got a GoFundMe,
We can log
which
on
people
to
can
it.
help us out. Obviously, everything's done by us anyway, you know, all expense. We're sponsored by Energizer, which Abby's been buying quite recently. Well, I think every paranormal investigator is sponsored by some form of battery.
Yeah, it ought to be really.
So, any more questions?
For James, I don't know whether you're into ghost hunting or not or whatnot, but we've got quite a bit of equipment here. If you want to have a look at that, just say on live stream, and we'll show you a little bit of equipment that we use and what we've got from them.
Where are you from, James?
We've got a YouTube channel, James. If you want to pop onto that, see some of his investigations. They're not all on there. We've got quite a few on there.
Here's a good one.
Go on.
From Amber Johnson.
Mhm.
What made you begin ghost hunting? Start from with yourself.
Me, personally, I've always been into it anyway. I've always been a fan of anything paranormal, whether it be ghosts, aliens, anything that can't be explained. But I had an experience with my wife in a pub where we actually saw what we believe at the time were like some sort of angel, what were hugging my wife. And I saw it and she saw it and we both talked about it. Nobody else saw it. And from that moment on, I've just been on a mission to find out evidence and get evidence for myself on a personal level, and then actually show people like yourself that evidence what we've captured. So for me, that's when it all started. And that was about 5 years ago. But we only started doing this probably about about 3 years when we first started doing it.
Because me and you started doing things up at work.
Bits and bats, yeah. Bits and bats, going into it, getting a feel for it. But yeah, I've always watched shows and stuff like that. So yeah, I love it. Just love everything about it. It's awesome.
And you said?
From as long as I can remember, watching all programmes on telly, and just since I was little, I've always wanted to be an investigator.
Okay.
Mine would be thanks to my wife, believe it or not. She brought me a experience because me and Dave started to do these things up at work. We went to the Derby jail and then we decided that we would like to start our own team, and it all started from there for me, to be honest. Because I was kind of sceptical anyway. I kind of believe that if you...
But that drives you more though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it does. Because I try and get myself in a frame of mind that every location I go to, I try and press reset and become that sceptical person again.
You've got to, haven't you?
Yeah.
At a location. If you don't, you're just going to go in with the perception of though it's haunted. It's in your mind, it's going to be. And you'll look for that haunting rather than, nah, it could have been this, could have been that. Oh no, that was definitely a ghost. We don't want to do that. We never want to be like that. Even though I hope every location we've been to, I always think, I hope it's haunted. I hope it is because I want it to be haunted. So I want that experience. So
I think everybody's looking for that next piece of evidence. What we've got. Where's your next live investigation? We would like to come. Lisa Thompson Stewart.
That's Abby's mum. We're just going into now. We've done his first public event at Queen's Head at Halloween. That went quite well. We enjoyed that.
Well, his live streams are done by the team only, isn't it?
Yeah, we only do investigations in some of these proper, really derelict buildings located. We couldn't ask public to go in them places. It's just if we get hurt, then it's just down to us. We can't be responsible for public as well. That's why we brought public events into it with Archangel events as well, so we can bring you guys along. So next time we do one, obviously it will be advertised and you'll see it.
Yeah.
There is one coming up. I'm not sure what it's going to be just yet, but you'll see advertisements. So give us a follow on here, on live stream, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and you'll see advertisements up and coming.
Amber Johnson, what equipment do you use?
Oh, right, okay.
I brought it with me actually, for some reason.
We've got a range of equipment here. We use these motion sensors. If anything passes in front of that beam when it's switched on.
Sorry to interrupt you. Hi, Alona. She's found us.
She found us. This is really loud, really loud. It scared us on more than one occasion. That's a really good bit
Nearly
of
killed 2 of our guests on our
Yeah, it did,
event,
yeah.
by the
I
way.
nearly got punched in
And
the
I nearly
face.
punched her in the face. So yeah, lasers as well. I'm not shining at me. Thingy. Yeah, temperature. We've got 2 of them.
Touch sensitive balls. These ones are not as sensitive what we'd like,
No.
but they are really good for manipulation of ghosts. Wanting to
They can move them.
We've seen them flash without them moving, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah.
So they are a good little tool to have. Then. What else we got? EMF. Electronic magnetic field detector. That's always a good one. Electronic magnetic field is something that ghosts are said to be made of. So when this goes off, and you're in a building like we go in, a derelict one, you can more or less guarantee it's paranormal because there ain't no electric in there. It's a good tool. Very good tool.
Hello, Show.
Hey, Shauna, you alright?
James, can you type in your paranormal experience on here?
Have you had one, James?
Yes. When's Dave shaving that beard off?
Who says that?
Ada.
Well, winter's coming up, isn't it, Ada? So I'm thought of keeping. I could be getting laid off as well, so I'm thinking a bit of work for Christmas, like Father Christmas. On strings and stuff like that.
yeah.
Blue
Ginger
sent out.
over Christmas.
Yeah, well, not a ginger one. It's not ginger. Get out! Right, EVP recorders. The essential part of a ghost hunter's equipment. That's what we're good at for some reason. We don't really seem to get any footage as regards visual wise. We do now and again, but these are the way to go. Especially these Olympus, they're brilliant.
And we've touched on with quite a few things with EVP recorders.
Yes, we have. We've picked up on.
A lot of teams do stuff like bookmarking. So when they're conducting an EVP session, it's always good practice to hear the EVP, you know, the investigator asking the question, rather than just hearing an EVP from a so-called spirit. So always look out for that. Make sure you hear the full recording, like you do on our live stream. You hear us talk, ask the questions, pause, wait, la-di-bar, and then we play it back, and you hear all the same coming back to you. So yeah, there's that. Dave wants to show you something as well.
Laser grid. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can see that on live stream. Yeah, you can see that. Watch your eyes.
Yeah.
Another essential part of the paranormal group's equipment. If you've got this in an area where you believe there's been movement of a spirit, you've got this shining. You won't see the apparition, but you will see the shadow of the apparition. So that is a quite cool tool to have. Very cool.
Cool. Everyone likes to see an old woman in their house.
Night vision, another essential part. We're still in the process of trying to get a camera for live stream that we can use for night vision. Not doing too bad as it is, but we have to use a light. But this is part of what you need, really. So that's a good tool. Digital stills. This is a full spectrum digital camera,
Yes.
complete with, if I can find it.
With little IR, right? Polaroid.
I can't find that in a minute. Digital stills. Are brilliant. I still can't find the right thing.
He's just picking anything up.
This is IR for it. Found it now.
Right, he's got
That's
it.
IR.
I don't know if you ever see it on there.
You might do, actually.
You might see a low glow.
Yeah, you can see it, but only
Yeah.
slightly. Digital stills are good. You pick up apparitions, orbs, things like that with digital stills.
Yeah.
We haven't got many of them, to be honest.
How do you know if a ghost is good or evil? James, you'd know that by now. Trust me.
Well, we've tried to be physically touched, haven't we, on many occasions.
Yeah. How old were you? Do you want to talk about it? Sorry.
I don't think we've come across an evil one as such, have we?
Oh.
We've come across mischievous ones, haven't we? Laughing at us and stuff like that,
No.
mocking us. Yeah, you can see it, yeah. But, no, we've not come across anything sinister enough to make harm to us anyway.
No.
We've been to a lot of really bad locations as regards hauntings. Domestic one we did a week or two before Halloween. Like 2 or 3 weeks, weren't it, before Halloween?
Yeah. We got hired.
That was an experience. That was an experience. We believe that we witnessed a partial possession.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
That's when we cut off live stream.
Yeah, if you watch that domestic one, we did actually stop because the tenant becoming highly distressed.
Plus she was pregnant.
She was
She is
pregnant,
pregnant, should I say.
So we won't get into that because obviously that's a bit of a private one. We did live stream, but we kept their identities
Sent a team message.
from live stream.
This is from Vanessa.
Turn it up.
Can we play that on here?
Is it a question for Vanessa?
I don't know. You best not have a listen to that.
I've listened to that before we play it, yeah. Right. Equipment wise,
We've also got a little camera for the rail. I need to start using this more often, to be honest, to have another vision.
in the beginning we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
We don't tend to, because we live stream, we don't really tend to film all else.
Because that goes with that, and it goes on my rail, so all that fits together, and that's quite bright actually. That's quite a good piece of equipment.
Is that got any batteries in?
Yeah.
Shine it at live stream in here too. Like.
Oh, yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah. Tell me if you see it.
You can, but it's not. It must be. Yeah, that's it. You can see it now.
Yeah. Cool. There you go.
Trouble is, these lenses in Cole's, what use Cole's phone, won't see IR that well. Otherwise, we would go straight into IR.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, let's play it.
Alright.
Just want to turn him up now.
Do you want to put on this?
I was asking if anything has ever followed y'all home, and I can't remember which investigation it was. It might have been the very first Demon Church investigation you guys ever did. Jana and I both had troubles that night and woke up the next morning in separate houses, covered in bruises. And I've had other stuff follow me home from previous investigations I've done here. Not nice things.
Well,
So Vanessa's been followed.
we're not really into the spiritual side of things that much. That's where Vanessa comes into. But we're mainly down for documentary-wise. But on saying that, as regards things, I believe that nothing has followed us, because I think we'd know by now.
No, I don't think.
But we've got a bit of a ritual, haven't we? What we do
Yeah.
when we leave. Well, I have. When we leave a location, you don't see this on live streams. It's finished.
Spectacle, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Yeah, that's one of them. But whether we're 100 yards down the road, whether we're 300 yards down the road, if I forget to do it, then I have to say it before I get in house. And I always went with her down and says, you can't fucking follow us.
No.
To put it nicely, sorry for swearing, but that's what I do. And it seems to work, because nobody's ever followed us, or believe not followed us anywhere. Any more questions?
Ask your relatives in the past. I've been doing things back. I've been knows nothing about. What?
I don't know what that
What's that?
Just a little insight to Abby's past, why she's interested in the paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
As her relatives in the past have indulged in these paranormal activities, but which Abby knows nothing about.
Oh.
Was you that baby off Ghostbusters?
There were two of them, they were twins. Where's your twin?
Ah!
Tell her to let us know.
Lisa Thompson Stewart, please tell us more.
Yes, tell us, don't tell Abby. Carl will give you his number. Tell us on WhatsApp.
Tell us here.
Yeah, tell us here, yeah.
Tell us here, we
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
know. This is
Abby
what
wants
it's
to
for.
know.
I want to know.
Was she used in a ritual?
Was she used in a way where you used to draw on her, a Ouija board and stuff like that?
Did a baboon pick her up like Simba?
Was she used in a sacrifice? No.
No,
she's still here. Yeah.
How would you deal with an aggressive spirit?
How would I deal with an aggressive spirit?
I'd drink it.
I would probably be aggressive back. In order to...
I'd stand my ground.
Yeah, stand your ground, that's what I meant.
Stand your ground. That's how I'd do it. Stand your ground and document. Dave's under strict rules anyway. No matter what happens to me, document.
Carry on filming. To the point where it stops breathing.
Exactly.
And then film for a bit longer.
And
then film for a bit longer. And then ring 99. And then, when it's still not breathing after nearly 10 minutes, press 9 again and then ring. See, I've remembered all this time.
See?
That's what we do, sorry. That's another thing you've learnt tonight, yeah.
Secret.
I know, we're too late now. Come on.
I'd run.
You would run?
I'd run.
Yeah, I'd be probably run. And then ring us next day. What happened? I think me and Carl stand as ground to a certain...
That poor woman on the phone. Yeah, it's Vanessa. So where do you live, James? Do you live in the USA? I ain't seen it. Or do you live in England, Scotland, Wales, or Ireland? I think we're just catching up with messages now. So what we're currently doing is looking for potential live streams in the near future. We scout across the UK to find a decent one. We won't say what it is. Vanessa will not know where it is or what it is until we're there, just like you guys. We tend not to do any research on the place because we'll let you do that live.
That's not being lazy, that's just a way of us going in blind. So what we capture can
Blind and involving.
give more.
Everyone's
Can
involved.
give more weight though, can't it, to what we capture?
Yeah,
We get a voice, we have a name. We've not researched that beforehand,
exactly.
and then people research saying, oh yeah, they were a Malcolm or whatever. Then gives it more weight,
Exactly,
doesn't it? More gravity.
It's all about involvement, isn't it? Involving everybody. So everyone's involved in our investigation, but we're the ones freezing at that location.
Yeah, especially in these months coming up now. We've got an excellent location coming up.
Lorna wants to know what made you start live streaming instead of editing a program. I can answer this quite
Good
briefly
question.
and quickly. If you're going to court for a crime, right, this is how I see it, and you've got evidence that you've tampered with, that cannot be used in a court of law because you've tampered with it. Now I'll use this on another vision. If you are recording paranormal activity or doing a paranormal program and you are filming it, you get paranormal activity, but then you go home and start tampering it, changing it, adding stupid fucking sounds into it. Sorry for swearing, but I get quite aggressive when it comes to this. That cannot be used for documented evidence because you've tampered with it. Live streaming or doing it live constantly builds your credibility up week in, week out, because you've just got there, you're doing it all live, you're not doing anything apart from just getting there, going live, people log on, you're involving them live. It's just real. It is. It is. That's why we put hashtag keep it real on us tweets as well.
Because that's what we do.
Because it is just real. It is what it is. Nothing's added, nothing's taken away, no additives, no e-numbers. So yeah, on that sole purpose, you cannot trust a source that is edited or pre-recorded. Or if it's pre-recorded and just chucked on without being touched, then you possibly can, yeah. But not one program is. It's all edited.
James lives in Derby.
Derby?
Derby jail. Get yourself down there. Cool
Yeah.
place. Amber says we need to go to Scotland. Plenty of paranormal activity. We do want to go to Scotland.
There's a bridge up at Scotland, isn't there, where people kill themselves? What's that bridge? It's up in Scotland, isn't it? Glasgow or somewhere.
I've heard of it. I'm not sure what it's called.
I read a bit about there's a bridge up at Scotland that dogs jump off as well and kill themselves randomly.
Yeah, I've heard of that, yeah. Like lemmings.
In like a little village.
It's a little crazy village, yeah. Like, there's a certain bridge in Scotland that people just feel the urge to jump off and kill themselves, even animals.
Strange, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
You feel the urge of killing yourself every morning, don't you, when we get to work?
exactly. Yeah.
We have this thing when we get to work. Carl always looks at me in the morning, 'cause we work at the same place. And he looks at me and goes, "Why did I wake up this morning?" I'm like, "Carl, I don't even know why you woke up this morning." It's just the sort of thing you want to hear when you don't want to be there yourself, you know what I mean? Really perks you up, old Carl does.
That's what I do. That's what I'm here for.
James wants to know what all of our names are.
I'm Dave, Abby,
Abby.
and Carl.
With a K.
Carl with a K. And we are collectively NP Paranormal.
And for the hardcore live streamers, they'll know what the MP stands for.
Yes.
Catherine has seen angels, ghosts, and had a close encounter.
Ah,
Really? What was the close encounter?
the third kind.
Because we're not only just into the paranormal, me and Dave. We
Into
like
ghosts.
UFOs.
We
UFO
love
sightings as
UFOs.
well.
I had many a telescope when I was younger. Didn't look at stars, just trying to look for UFOs, to be honest. Which is, we're going to start moving into that in future, I think. Other things like that.
Yeah.
Especially if we're in,
Strange sightings, yeah.
like, I like the concepts of Loch Ness Monster as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'd love to just come sit on Loch one day and
Yeah.
just have a look. You know what I mean?
Overton Bridge. I think it's like
Overton Bridge.
Overton Bridge.
Overton Bridge.
Milton near Dumbarton.
Near Dumbarton.
Scotland,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, Scotland, yeah.
That's the shittest Scottish accent I've ever heard.
Have you heard me? I do a very good Australian accent.
Go on.
Scotland. Listen, I can do Australian and all. Works better. Put some meat on the barbie, mate. Listen, wait. Good day, mate.
Oh God.
Don't follow with me. I've got any all on me. Scotland.
Eh?
That was even worse.
How you know that?
that was just even worse. Yeah.
Oh God.
Right. Briefly moving on.
That's the worst Scottish accent I've ever heard. I think it was worse than Mel Gibson's in Braveheart. In fact, he was alright actually.
Yeah. He got slayed for it, but I thought it was quite cool.
He was alright.
Good film, that.
Any more?
Catherine says 3 of them have seen a UFO.
What? On live stream here? Oh no.
No.
Yeah, I believe I've seen a UFO. Two
okay.
actually. We saw one at Derby. I was working in Derby with my friend, and we saw a fire in the sky, which seems to disperse and moved erratically. Now it's middle of the day.
So it weren't one of them lanterns?
No, it weren't a lantern. That's what we thought at first. We thought it might have been a lantern, but it moved.
Yeah.
Funny. Quite sharply, that is. So that was quite cool. Then we saw one actually, just a field up back of where we are now. We've been to the club one night. It's a local social club, pub, public house. And on the way back we saw a bright light that looked like an helicopter, but obviously there was no sound. And that moved quite erratically as well, and that came quite close and big, and it changed colour.
You know, that's one thing I've never had.
UFO experience.
Never.
Good. Good.
And you'd think so, because obviously we're sleeping under stars a lot in Wales, in army, in woods. You'd think I'd at least see summer.
Yeah. Quite bright skies, them, aren't they? Clear skies. Yes. I also like the concept of Bigfoots and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Bigfoot, any kind of monsters. Hello. What can't be explained? I love everything that can't be explained.
My laugh is horrendous, isn't it?
Your laugh.
Yeah, I sound like a witch.
Catherine said it hovered about 30 feet up and then stopped. Its coloured lights going around and then it all went black.
Bloody hell.
Sounds similar to what I saw. I don't feel this stuff back
And
here.
then sent out a laser light.
Oh. Like a tractor beam.
Was that in America? Was that in America?
Catherine. I don't know where Catherine's from. Where are you from, Catherine? Catherine Davidson. Whereabouts are you from?
America get a lot of them, don't they? I think it's because of Area 51, me. That's why they get them.
Oh, another place I'd love to
You
go.
know what I mean?
Area 51. Yeah.
How cool would it
AKA
be
Dreamland.
for you to get a tattoo saying I got shot at Area 51
Yeah.
around Bullet Wound where they
Around
shot you?
Bullet Wound,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know,
that'd be cool.
Getting you off at area.
To be honest, they don't get you in first though, because all art's done, and then
Yeah,
you're not going to show
yeah.
anyone,
You're kind of knackered then, aren't you?
Catherine's from Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you come to our event then on Halloween?
You from West Yorkshire?
Amber says, do we get messages from spirits, for example, from someone's relative that has passed?
Some of the locations we go in, we don't actually know the people. What's given us, we get voice recordings, EVPs, which is electronic voice phenomena. We don't know these people, and we don't know the relatives, and they don't tend to say much about messages for loved ones, which we do ask for that, but we don't get much on that. So, what are you going?
Dropping kids off.
Dropping kids off the pool. So yeah, we don't really.
Nature calls, guys. Nature calls.
The domestic ones we've done.
Told you, West Yorkshire.
West Yorkshire.
What a guess.
The domestic ones we've done have not been a case of they've had relatives die or anything like that. It's just been a case of they've got something in their house which is not related to them. So in that sense, no. It's mainly just random ghosts, innit? That seems to get
Oh, we know you can't get close, Kimber. We just want to see Dave get shot. Near Harworth. Ah. I don't know where that is.
No.
Harworth. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Harworth.
Where's that?
We don't know that. I call it Harworth.
Cool. What are your beliefs on table tipping and Ouija boards? Because our beliefs in table tipping alone, we believe that it's a load of
Codswallop.
crap, really. We've tried to prove it wrong before, but obviously you can't prove it wrong in one scenario. But we believe it is what it is. It's a parlour trick.
It were a Victorian parlour trick at one time. Ouija boards were children's games in Victorian times.
Yeah.
We don't indulge in stuff like that. We're not saying it's not real. We're just saying we don't really go down that. Well, I suppose, yeah, we are saying it's not real.
Oh,
in a
nice
way.
jackets.
Because we've tried table tipping and stuff. We've tried table tipping and it don't seem to work for us. And we've done that in some really haunted locations.
Holworth.
Holworth.
You put Harworth on, didn't you? Is it Harworth or Holworth? You confused me now. Weird lights over at Moors.
Has anybody got any questions for Vanessa? I know we said that. Can you say it again? Is any? I know she's on live stream on Revolving with Chat. If you want to ask her a question and you want her to speak and answer it, she can do that on our WhatsApp, and then we'll play it to yourselves.
Yes. Can I go to the toilet, please?
Yes, I'm going to go after you.
Oh,
Well, I've got one to play.
it's that 6 pints of tea I've had.
So when we're on location,
I've got one to play.
Abby's got a shiwi. What?
That bottom one.
That one, right? Okay.
Personally, on Ouija boards, I've written a blog on this. Please read it. Here's the thing. If you're going to use it right. But please don't use it, okay? Most people don't know proper technique, proper protocol, and they end up leaving a doorway open that anything can walk through. So just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yes, we agree with Vanessa on that one. We're not, like I said, we're not big on that. We don't do Ouija boards, table tipping. We've tried table tipping and seances, and for us it doesn't work in a sense that we can't document what's happening. We can talk about what we're feeling, but we can't show it to yourself. So you're not, how would you believe it? Now Ouija boards, that's a kind of a different subject, because it's something that I don't know whether ads or Carl will do this, but me personally, I wouldn't do that. because I don't know how to open one up and close it properly. Just what Vanessa just said. It's all about asking the right questions and closing it. Now, if you don't do that right, then I think you might have a whole kettle of fish. So, for me, I won't touch one. Talk about Ouija boards.
Oh yeah.
And Vanessa just said her part, saying people not closing them properly,
Right.
that kind of thing.
I think on Ouija boards, it's more or less that we don't fully understand them.
Yes.
So I'm
Does
not willing,
anybody?
I'm not willing to try one, to be honest. I don't want to chance it.
No. That's
You know
what
what I mean?
now, isn't it?
Obviously, people's had phenomena within the paranormal field with Ouija boards.
You hear that many bad stories though, don't you?
Yeah.
About Ouija boards. It's
It's
not
too
that. I
many.
don't think we're scared of one. We just don't really. We don't really go down that avenue, do we?
No.
To do one.
That, and if I did one, my wife would kill me.
Yeah.
My wife would kill me if I did one. So.
I think if you do something like that, though, you need to like 100% trust everybody that's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
we do
Yeah,
as
so
a
you
team,
know that they're not gonna.
but how do we know we're
mess
not
about.
doing it right?
Exactly,
We
yeah.
could do something wrong, and then you don't know. It could be all real, and we could have
No,
a
I
rape
don't-
case
I
in
mean,
his
like
hands.
same with table tipping, you've got to be
Yeah.
100% trust everybody,
Yeah.
so you know they're not
Yeah.
gonna.
I think that's when
fake
we
it.
did that table tipping that time. No tipped.
Yeah.
Because we all at the time, we trusted each other
Yeah.
all 100%, and nothing tipped. And for us, that was confirmation.
Yeah.
Carl, have you ever been contacted by a ghost? That's from James.
From
Um,
EVPs.
I had a strange thing once down at the Derby jail. It was quite weird because we did it with Chris, a medium there, and it was that my light?
Why it just flashed?
What flashed on my phone? I got a message.
It could be a WhatsApp message. You've got a normal message as well.
Alright, just my phone flashing. We was doing this ball on a spring. Can you remember that, Dave? At Derby jail.
yeah.
And it was
That was
answering.
quite cool, that.
Yeah, because it was answering questions within towards me granddad who passed away. And it was answering positively, as in it was coming towards me, but the ball was coming towards me, and nobody was pushing it from the opposite side. So that was confirmation for me that nobody was pushing it towards me. You know what I mean? So it was like coming towards me. We had his finger on it. There were two each side, and me there, but there was nobody across from me. And it were questions directly like, do you want people to look after my grandma? And it was coming towards me. Do you like the new kitchen? And it come towards me. You know, stuff like that. So it was using tools. So yeah, in a way, I could probably say I did get contacted by one. So yeah.
I don't think I have. Not like. I don't know. I've had that at Demon Church
Where that bag got kicked off.
and then just before that I had stones thrown. Do you remember?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
hit
yeah.
me. But that's about it, really. Can't think of any.
We tend to get a lot of EVPs, we do. We tend to get a lot of them. I don't know why, but we do. And that's all live as well. I think probably one of the best responsive I've got on live stream, I can tell you this. I was at Ward's End Cemetery, and Vanessa said on live that she felt like somebody was there who had a lobotomy with a spike in the crown of their head. So I asked on EVP recording, I says, is there somebody here who's had a lobotomy with a spike in the crown of their head? Anyway, we come back to it, played the EVP back, and after I asked the question, I got an EVP saying it hurt, but in a voice that it was feeling what was happening. You know, like, it hurt, you know what I mean? That sort of voice. That was a good EVP.
Oh, an awesome EVP, that. Very clear, crisp.
Yeah.
Class A.
And that's the beauty of using a medium online, like Vanessa. You know, she gives
that
you.
question came from Vanessa, didn't it?
Yeah.
And that confirmed it. I think it was that point when we thought, because that was quite early on, weren't it, in our live stream with Vanessa.
Yeah,
We thought,
it was,
well,
yeah.
Didn't you get
Vanessa's
some?
pretty cool here.
Did you get some at Nine Ladies? I haven't been there.
Oh, 9 ladies, yeah. 9 ladies. 9 stones in a circle. Was said to be 9 witches who dance on a Sunday turned to stone. So Vanessa's telling me to put my hands on certain stones. So I did. I think it was Heifer off the top of my head. Anyway, we're doing EVPs on this stone. And played them back like we do live on live stream. And we got an EVP saying, get your hands off that stone. That was a good one. Also, we got an EVP saying Vanessa's name, which was good. And that was the 9 ladies as well. We are due a revisit there, but we need to be careful on when we go there, because it's a hot spot for campers.
I've never been there.
It's horrendous. Everyone just sleeps here, don't they?
Yes. Yeah, it's quite a good spot for camping out, isn't it? And stuff.
Who was it? It was
Pagans.
pagans, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Loads of pagans go there. Loads. So it's nigh on impossible sometimes to go. I think we just look at that period of time that we got to do it, and it was quiet. But it was.
It's a good place, Nine
But
Ladies.
it was active.
Yeah.
That night. It's freaky. So they're like Bronze Age as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like a
real
really
old, isn't it?
Stonehenge
It's
type thing.
really
Yeah.
real old. Got some right
Very
history.
old. But there's more. There's actually 10 stones. Because there's one 10 metres away called the Kingstone. So there's actually 10.
James has got a. Oh, she's answered him anyway.
Oh, actually.
James has said, Vanessa, do you ever see dead? Do you see dead people all the time? Vanessa's quite often, James. Obviously, no need for WhatsApp on that one. You've answered him.
We
Yes.
went to Solace.
Yes, we did actually go on the 21st.
Summer.
Didn't we? Yeah,
We went to Summer.
yeah, we went and they were all there, so we had to move
It
away.
was rammed. There was like half naked people smoking massive spliffs. Oh, it was horrendous. We had to leave quick, didn't we?
Yeah, well, we just confirmed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't aware of pagan dates, and we went down there to do a live stream, and we had to leave.
It was rammed.
Yeah,
They were off the nut that night, weren't they? We had to leave. It was quite disappointing actually, because it's quite a drive out there. It's quite a distance.
it is. It's miles away. She has sent a WhatsApp. Vanessa, I'll go and grab it on my phone.
Dave's going to play it on his phone because we've got live chat on this one. I'm streaming off mine, and Dave's going to answer stuff on his.
Just give me a sec, so I need to set it up.
Right.
Is it tether it?
Any more? When did you notice that you could see them, Vanessa? That was 2. Wow.
I'll play those in a sec.
That is early on. We've never asked Vanessa that actually, to be honest.
I think I have a
Have you?
while ago. Yeah, I could. It rings a bell.
Can you remember when we did a brewery, Cannon Brewery,
Cannon Brewer.
and we said we didn't tell. Obviously, we don't tell Vanessa nothing anyway. And she said she could see these big stone circles.
Yeah, that was quite cool. Yeah.
As soon as we got in there, these big stone circles were there. That was kind of freaky.
I went past that other day in daylight. It looks awesome.
It's massive.
It looks really good.
I think we do another go. What we do have to be careful on is because it's a hot spot for drug users
It is.
Prostitutes.
and needles and stuff. That
Yes, and
horrendous.
working ladies.
Goes all underground as well.
Mm.
We were underground and we
I
were
think
snap
we
cabbing,
did,
weren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
We went under
There actually, yeah, there's actually parts of it where we hadn't even been in. Which we walked in, but we didn't live stream it when we first got there. You play that, listen.
Personally, on Ouija board. Personally,
I'll play 'em all.
on Ouija boards. I've written a blog on this. Please read it.
Have we played that one?
Here's the thing. If you're going
Yes,
to use
sorry,
it,
we played that one.
Abby, don't be shy, hun. Remember the dream the night before y'all went to that one, that one place that you and I both had the dreams about the
Nuns.
nuns
You told me
the
about
night
that, yeah.
before? Don't be shy now. You've been contacted.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, this is to answer James's question. It depends on what stage of life you're in. When I was younger, it was a curse. But now it's a blessing because I get to help people.
Yeah.
There you go, James. Very knowledgeable lady, is Vanessa, in this field. Sorry, I'm just getting up to speed with what's already been said.
I find most answers to questions are in a book. In a
Yes,
book.
she's
check
got
her
a
books out.
couple of books out, Vanessa. She's got Soulscapes, which were the first one.
Giving Up Ghost.
Give Up the Ghost. Excellent books. Give them a read.
And there's going to be stuff coming out because she's coming over next year. So live stream will be busy. Plus she's going to be doing a documentary as well while she's over here in the UK. So we're going to be filming for that as well while she's over.
So she'll get to investigate firsthand with us instead of over pond. We've got an excellent location coming up.
Yeah.
Really good. We don't want to tell you what it is just yet because it might compromise it and it might go all wrong. But it's a very well known establishment in UK, really, isn't it? As regards haunting wise.
Yeah.
And that's all we'll say for a minute.
Yeah.
If we get that, it's going to be real cool. Lots of history, like back to Roundheads, things like that.
So many reports of activity
Yeah.
as well, isn't there?
Most haunted have done it. So watch out for that one. It's going to be cool. There's no else in equipment I can show you. Any more questions?
No more question that.
There's next live stream. We're putting on one next week. Might be the week after.
What's going on next week? What date is it?
Don't know. Off the top of my head.
14.
We used to do them every single week, week in, week out. It's getting harder and harder every week to get to new locations, and we don't want to go back too many times to some older locations. So you'll find that we might not be doing one every week. We might do, but we might not do one every week now. But when we do them, we're going to be at newer locations, I should imagine. Bigger and better ones, which is worth it, isn't it? In the long run. Regards locations.
Oh, goodbye, James.
Are you going? See you later, James.
Yeah,
Cheers
make sure
for
you pop in
chatting.
on live stream and feel the live stream experience. You'll like it.
Because like I say, you can still go on YouTube and see some of those past investigations. Only some of them. We've only recently started putting them on YouTube. We should have done it before, but we were just live streaming before, but we decided to keep them. So there's quite a
What
few
are
on there.
examples of fake evidence?
Good question. We touched on it earlier on.
Quite a few been recently.
Yeah.
Oh, there's been loads, yeah.
A good one what some paranormal groups use is bookmarking, where they will use a recorder like this, but they'll pre-record an EVP. So, for instance, they might say hello, and they'll record that before they go anywhere. So when they ask a question, they're not actually recording. They'll say, "Is anybody there? Can you say hello?" But they've already got that recorded. So then when they play it back, you can't actually hear them ask the question, but you will hear the answer to the question. It's not nice to do. It's cheating people out of real evidence, to be honest, in order to get viewers, which we would never do, never will do. There's quite a few.
Do you find spirit boxes useful? We've had one before.
SB7, we had an SB7, it got stolen. We will get another one. SB7s are quite good. We've had some good hits on Conan Brewery.
They're better in remote places.
Yeah, the better in remote places.
Because then you can cancel out the FM and AM, can't you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And just use the white noise.
Spirit boxes are good. I like spirit boxes. It's loud on live stream, isn't it? Because obviously that
Creaky
crackle
loud.
what they got.
That
It is
noise creeps me out.
Yeah.
I get right panicking when you put it on.
good. Should get another one. But I would like an SB11.
Yeah. One of the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a new one out. I don't want to advertise from light, but it's called Ghost Arc, and that's supposedly got everything the Ghost Hunter needs.
But to be honest, you've got it all already. You know, your body's a good tool for ghost hunting. It's just that you can't really 100% document it and say what's happening with it, because nobody else feels what you're feeling.
No.
Only your credibility and trust can secure you that, I think.
That's why we. think
Is
along
your
this, but
own
no.
home haunted?
This is not my home. This is my mum and dad's home. I don't believe this one to be haunted. I don't believe my house to be haunted.
No,
If
no.
it were, I'd probably know.
Mine ain't. Is yours?
I've noticed a few few weird things like a couple of months back where I find doors shut that weren't meant to be shut and lights on what we'd not left on and a few weird noises, but Vanessa sort of.
So we're live streaming from Abby's house next week.
It's gone now, I'm gonna
Amber
have to sort
Johnson,
it.
did you see us? Did you see this live stream earlier on? Because we did touch on TV series. We'll go back to it if you want to, because we do have a lot to say about stuff like that. Amber Johnson asked, "Have you watched the TV series Most Haunted? That is fake evidence."
Yes. But it does say at the beginning, for entertainment purposes only.
And that's what they're doing.
They're entertaining.
They're just entertaining.
We've had some live streams where we've been in a location and we've been a bit downhearted as regards people viewing because they've not seen anything, because we haven't captured anything. We've been to a lot of locations where we've had evidence, some really good evidence. We've been back and got nothing.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty about what we do. We don't pretend that we've got something if we haven't. If we haven't, that's just the way it is. Then we'll go to the same place another time and it's red hot with activity. And you can't understand it, it's just one of them things, but you'll find out with us, if you watch us on live stream, you'll see that we don't always get stuff. We might get odd little thing, and then it might go crazy one week, but we don't portray that we've got something if we haven't. Try not to, and we don't.
Yeah, so going back to all your TV series is, you know, I got you. Yeah, I just got you. No, you didn't see it earlier on. Yeah, we did touch on it all. Obviously, all your TV series do have what Dave said, for entertainment purposes only. For two reasons. One is Ofcom, make you put that on, or else it won't get aired. And two, that's what they're doing. They're entertaining you. I would never class them as paranormal investigators for that reason.
The hosts on
Yeah.
an entertainment show.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're hosting you. You know, they're entertaining you. You know, people like watching it, and I understand why they do. To be honest, because you know,
It is
it
entertainment.
is entertainment. Yeah.
What we do is reality and factual.
It's there. It's there, or it isn't there. I can first-handly say that nothing like that has ever happened to me at Pontefract Poltergeist House, 30 East Drive. You know, I slept there overnight, which I said early on in live stream. I slept in that little bedroom. You probably saw it on the live Halloween event that they did. Nothing happened. And there was only 3 of us in that house that night. Not 15 or 20, which there probably would have been.
That's another reason why we just keep a little team like we've got. Because when you have a lot of people in one area, you're going to get taps, knocks, bangs by other people, and you can't debunk that when there's a load of people. So that's why we keep a small team like we do.
No, we're not famous, Amber. It's just something we do in a spare time. And we do have full-time work. Me and Dave are engineers in the metal industry.
Abby kills dogs.
Abby kills dogs.
Dog groomer.
Short
I
back
don't
and stab!
Yeah. She has been known to cut them up.
Yeah. No, she grooms dogs for a living.
Yeah.
As you can see, I've got a lovely haircut today. So yeah, we're not famous. We don't claim to be. We just like doing what we're doing. We like producing material that people enjoy watching, which is true and real. And it is much better to be small. You're right, Catherine. I can 100% guarantee you that you will never see us on TV, because TV do tell you to spice things up. We have been told that by somebody who worked in the TV community
Who
before.
works with the Most Haunted. Says they will actually
Tell you to spice it up.
It's if you ever become to a point where you're going to be on a mainstream TV channel, you will be asked at some point to do things that you don't normally do, like fake stuff, basically,
Fake stuff, yeah.
just to make it look good for the viewers. See, that's where we've got a problem. If the channel approached us and said, "Look, your guys are cool. We want you to be on our channel next week. Can you do this? Can you do that?" We say, "Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, but why not?"
But we do live.
But we're going to be live.
Only.
And then they'll be like, "That's not going to be good for us," and we'll be like, "Well, that's not going to be good for us either." So
And then we'll have
that's the way it
to
goes.
tell them to walk.
I've got a one from Vanessa here to play.
Okay.
I would like to touch base, if it's okay, on all of that as far as the fake evidence and real evidence and everything goes. And I put this in my books and everything else. Fact of the matter is, in a way, I kind of feel sorry for the people who are on those shows, because the TV moguls and the executives and everybody else is trying to give the public what they think it wants and what the public is telling them it wants, and that is constant evidence. Fact of the matter is, it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. In real life, if the average person, if let's say 10%, like I've said before, of the average public who watch those shows dealt with even 10% of what somebody who is more spiritually minded or involved in the paranormal deals with on a daily basis, they'd tinkle in their britches. They wouldn't know what to do. So they've got to over-exaggerate. Wow, I sounded funny.
Yeah, I think Vanessa just confirmed what we just touched base on as regards people by some of these TV industries getting made in a way where they can't know about it. They're tied, their hands are tied. Probably what's happened to Most Haunted.
Yeah.
They got to the point where, look, you're going to get your next contract, but you're going to get it only if you can get this evidence, get that evidence. I suppose you're
Just got to spice it up.
pressured into it.
Really, that's what they'd be told. But what's important, I think, a revolution needs to start. To be honest, I blame the people to blame are watching it, because you're giving them ratings. You give them ratings, they're going to keep them on. And that's the way it goes. If they don't get no ratings, they get fucking ditched.
I'm
You know what I
guilty of that. I used to watch them all the time.
Well, I used to watch them now and then. I didn't watch them all the time, but I watched the old Most Haunted when Richard Felix and Derek Core were on it.
Good friends of ours.
Yeah, they're good guys. But if you give them ratings, they're going to be on next, and they're going to be on again and again. You know what I mean? So it's all about, you know, standing up for what's right. And I would stand up for live any day.
Catherine, you ain't got to tell her.
Respect.
Ada.
Right. So Adi wants David's beard to be groomed. Apparently your toes need doing, Ada. You can talk about aliens if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Why not? Have you had any experience? That's a question. Have you had any experience?
Love aliens. I don't actually love aliens. I've never seen one, but you know, I love the idea of aliens.
Yeah. Yeah, you just give me an idea. I watch a lot on Netflix as well. Would Netflix want to put us on?
Possibly.
Amazon.
Forthcoming. Or Roku. Roku is it Roku or Roku? They're putting stuff out all the time, aren't they? Like, what will you do?
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe, I don't know. Who knows what future holds? I don't think we'd say no to it as long as we could do what we want to do and keep it like we do now. If they wanted to do that, that'd be cool. We'd do it, won't we?
Be alright, yeah.
Question for Abby?
Creepiest thing.
That's from Amber.
Creepiest thing.
When she met us, I think.
Well, yeah.
Constantly, yeah.
Creepiest thing's probably the demon church with a bag. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but when we looked back at it and we saw it happen, I did get quite creeped out. But yeah, just that really, because nothing else has really happened to me.
That were weird, weren't it?
It were weird. I
'Cause
remember
we didn't even notice it when it happened.
No, I remember it happening.
I watched live stream back next day, weren't it?
Mm.
I thought,
Like, whoa, what's that?
why has the bag just moved in that kind of manner?
Yeah.
And you noticed it on live
I
stream.
did, I
mean,
noticed
I
it.
were filming, but I didn't see it because
I
I were
was like,
reading messages.
What's that? But
And you were looked around here, but you never
Yeah.
said no.
I just thought my bag had fell, but
Yeah.
as you can see, it gets pulled up
Goes
like
up.
that.
Right, weird. That's on YouTube. Check that out.
And I think that's creepy. Well, I felt more creeped out afterwards.
It's the YouTube video with the demon church
It's something like
or the
part,
satanic church.
part 2 or part 3 or something.
Yeah,
like
it's almost like foliage. It's like there's green leaves on it, isn't it? I
Mm.
think. Check that one out. That's pretty cool. That it's about a minute in.
that. Something like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You get a bit spaced out at Ward's End as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's a bit creepy. Like it's like just a path all the way up.
Well,
with
we've got
graves outside, and it's just in the middle section. It's just
we've got
I
a
don't
theory
know.
about Ward's End, don't we?
Yeah.
It's a very active place. It's a cemetery.
Before I get there, what happened with the bag?
it was just like a camera stand bag, so it was quite flimsy. And I just had it over my shoulder, and I thought it had just like fell down a bit. So I was like turning around, what's that? Dave looked back on it next day, and you can, if you watch it, it just gets tugged up like that.
It falls off
So-
your shoulder, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very strange, but I do remember it happening, and I remember looking round, but I didn't mention it because I didn't think of it, so I just thought it had fell. So yeah,
That is
it's
paranormal.
weird,
That was paranormal, wasn't it?
definitely. And just before that, if you remember, I'd had stones thrown at me as well.
Yeah, there were stones, yeah.
Yeah, they hit me, didn't they?
Quite loud then.
So that was strange.
I'll have to return there.
There you go.
What was I saying?
Ward's End Theory.
Yeah.
Ward's End. Above Ward's End is loads of power cables, isn't there?
Yeah.
And phone lines and all sorts. And there's that many, they buzz late at night when there's obviously there's no sound anywhere. You can hear them buzzing, can't you?
Yeah.
Zzz, above your heads. Now there's a theory where ghosts drag in and feed off EMF, electronic fields and stuff like that. Now obviously they're going to give off some sort of field electronically.
Well, if a light gives off
EMF.
some form, what is a power cable going to give off?
If ghosts drag it in, it can manifest itself, it can speak and be active, and that's what we believe why it's so active there. Plus there's water nearby.
Yes, there is.
There's water nearby.
Did
And
you
loads of
see-
dead bodies.
Did you see the catacombs at Ward's End?
Catacombs.
That's from Show.
There ain't no.
Mm.
There's one in Birmingham, which looks like that.
And when are we doing our next public event?
Next one, not sure just yet. I think it might be at the location we were speaking about earlier.
Might be after Christmas.
Could be after Christmas, yeah. Because that location, we want to actually go in as a team first and probably live stream it,
Yeah.
and then think about a public event on that one after that. But that's down to Archangel anyway. If they got out coming up, they'll let us know and we'll jump on it.
Are we on Facebook, and can Amber add us?
Yes, we're on Facebook. Add us. We've got a page. I've got a personal page as well, public figure one. And yeah, get yourself on, give us a like and whatnot, and so, have a look at some of the stuff we do. We're not as active on Facebook as what we are on Twitter. There seems to be a lot more we can do with Twitter, with what we do.
Yeah.
So we're more active on that. So if you're on that, give us a follow on that.
This is from Shula. Do you think people nowadays are more open to the paranormal? Say, for instance, a family in a newly built house having activity.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
I'd say so, yeah.
Depends what was there before the house was built.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people have experiences where it's a new build, but it's been built on something that was there prior to that.
Like where Chloe works.
Yeah, Wintergreen Pub.
Brand new pub, but it's built on
It's old mines, yeah.
And
Dad
I think
worked
that's
down there.
haunted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
It
they've
is-
had an experience
Yeah,
there.
it seems to be active, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We need to get on that.
What's that house in Hollywood? Where that bloke lives in it, and it's mad activity in it. It's on stilts, like the ground is like old Indian burial ground.
I don't know. Rings a bell. Perhaps somebody on live stream knows.
Amber says, come to Scotland.
We're going to try and get to Scotland. We're going to try. It's within us reach anyway, isn't it? It's not only like a few hours away. I'd love to go to
That's
Scotland. I'm going home in a minute.
You've bad at accents, I've got to give you that.
I can't do my own accent, never mind anybody else's.
He makes a cracking cup of tea
Oh
though.
yes. You do as well, thank you very so much.
Do I?
Abby's got Batman socks on. The Bat.
In the size 3.
Carla's a Batman fan. I'm a Superman fan. Sometimes we have clashes about that. Will be decided, won't it?
It
Very
will be.
soon.
Me and Dave's got a date at the cinema. I'm taking him out for date night with nachos and sweeties.
So we're going to look at pictures and watch the
New
Batman
v
vs Superman. Yeah. I don't think there'll be a winner.
I'm Batman.
I'm Superman. I can't do Superman's voice, can I? Can't do Superman's voice.
Right, I'm ready to wrap up live stream now.
Yes, it's going on.
Now we've had us questions because I've got
Bad accent.
You got football
bad
in the morning.
accents coming in my left ear.
Coming in your left ear. Quick call. We have run over by half an hour, but
Yeah, we have one.
we always do anyway. So
But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and asking some lovely questions. Actually,
it's been cool. I'm glad we've done this. Actually.
yeah,
You know that.
it's been nice just to recoup and regen and talk about stuff. And people get to know a bit more about what and who we are.
Yeah, because when we're out and about, we don't really got time to chat other than odd message.
Yeah,
So I thought we'd give that opportunity to get to know us as a team rather than just being out
man,
and
bam,
about.
thank you, man.
Mm,
We watch it normally is on live stream.
yeah,
Normally get there, get on, get it done, smash.
go on.
Another question.
Go
Go on,
on.
last one then.
Amber, do you believe more activity occurs for people who live on Indian burial grounds?
I've never done one, so I can't really comment
No,
on
it's
that.
not really rife with it in England, is it? Indian burial ground.
No.
I
But
should imagine it would be.
that location though, that were in America.
Yeah.
It's been on all your mainstream ones on TV.
Yeah.
There's some Sally House, not Sally House, is it?
I don't know.
A famous woman died there. What killed there? And now a bloke lives there. Oh, it's going to do my head in.
You think about it.
I
it's
can't
something
think
like
about
that.
it. I'll send a tweet out at fucking 3:20 when I've remembered it. But yeah, I can't really comment on an Indian burial grounds because obviously I've had no experience on them. So
I should imagine there would be.
I would so, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they're spiritual people, aren't they? So I would imagine so.
So yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for watching this evening for our Q&A session on live stream.
We might do another one of these in future.
Probably, yeah. I think it's good to recap on stuff.
So if you give us a follow on live stream, you'll get notifications every time we post anything. And keep a lookout for us next one.
Yeah. Thank you very much, people. We love you loads.
Say bye-bye then.